What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and welcome to today's Clash of Clans video where we discuss the top 4 Town Hall 10 3-star attack strategies post-update. The Inferno Tower no longer heals, but which strategies should you be using? Each of these replays are from Elite Gaming's CWL Placement match against North Remembers, and as you can see, Elite Gaming pulling out the victory on this one. So diving straight in here then, at number 4, we have the Mass Miner Attack. If you find this one helpful, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more Clash of Clans. And by the way, guys, we also had a Town Hall 11 3-star attack, which we will display right at the end of this video for anyone that is interested. So number 4 then, the Mass Miner Attack. This has really took a little bit of a hit because of the miners having that increased housing space. They are now 6 instead of 5, but it still definitely works, guys. As you can see on this base, starting out the funnel on either side with the king and queen, we are wanting to funnel all of the miners directly into the middle. This is something you will see a lot of now, is them single target infernos, so these mass armies can work quite well, and you will see that is going to be a common theme throughout these episodes. What do you think the other 3 attack strategies will be? Make sure to leave a comment down below with your top 4. But as you can see, the miners coming forward, the main thing about the miner attacks is check out the high HP storages on the outside of the map. As long as all of the defenses are in the middle and the storages are on the outside, that is perfect for miners. That is the main thing. Splash damage, giant bombs, everything like that, you can heal through that. However, if the miners get caught up on them high HP buildings, they're not as fast as some other troops. They can take some time to take the buildings down. So if they get caught up on HP buildings like the Town Hall, the Elixir storages, the Gold storages, them ones that are going to take the miners some time, then it will not be good for your miner attacks, guys. So as long as there's all defenses in the middle and you can make that nice funnel, the miners might be the way to go. But let's go ahead and check out the number 3 attack strategy, guys. These are my preference as well, so make sure to let me know yours down below. And a great attack there by Judo. So moving along to the number 3 attack strategy then, you can see the attacker is TT, who has been on my channel a number of times. You know what this is then, guys. It is the BoWitch attack strategy. Still a very viable strategy. This worked fantastically prior to the Inferno Towers receiving that balance change where they no longer heal, and pre-update we never used to take a heal spell in this combination, so you can see how adding a heal spell to them bowlers and witches coming through the middle would only be beneficial. So what are we looking for? The queen on one side with the healers is going to walk down this entire side. There are no air defense there, guys. She is not going to get taken out in terms of them healers, and there's also a couple of wizard towers, which is great. She can take out some splash damage. On the opposite side though, we have the bowler and witch combination, who are able to take out some of the other point defenses, but there's not a lot of splash damage there. However, we're missing the middle. We do have another bowler and witch attack next before we get into the top 2 attacks. So 2 jump spells are required at a minimum, guys, for the bowler and witch. You can see they provide access straight into the base and then straight across to the far end of the base as well, which is very important. You don't really have to mess around with wall breakers. It's not something you have to create a massive funnel with. The queen on one side, bowler witches on the other, and this is something you will see towards the end of every attack. Do not worry, guys. Your bowler and witches coming through the middle, you are not expecting them to get all of the way. All they need to do is take out the core of the base. As long as they do that, the queen will have them healers. As you can see, she still has her ability. She's going to be able to clean up the rest of the base. If you have some bowlers and witches left over from the other side, often they will go down as well, guys. That's only helpful. You will be able to wipe out the base in no time. So again, guys, just be cautious of what buildings are on what side. Can you get a queen walk up one side and take out some splash damage, whilst the other troops, your bowler and witches, which don't utilize the healers, can go down the other side and take out perhaps some of the air defense and point defense. Looking at this next base then, you can see the air defense into the base a little bit. We're not going to have any issues in terms of bringing the healers along the side. The air defense aren't going to pick them off. And along the top here, that's towards the end of the raid. Honestly, it'll be done by that point. The base will be gone. So we're creating the funnel with just the use of one minion there. Obviously, just use the army camp that you need. You don't have to, use too many troops in terms of the funnel. Once the queen is insured to go down that side of the base, we have the bowler and witch combination on the opposite side, and as soon as the funnel is created there, it's clockwork, guys. The same stuff, as you can see. A nice little change. What you might see nowadays, following the change to the Inferno Towers, is them single target Infernos. You may have seen videos on my channel using this strategy, teaching you exactly how to do it, and on that one, we recommend the Golem. Obviously, guys, if it's a single Inferno, swap that across. It's going to be the first thing that gets targeted by that Inferno. So if you have a Golem, it's going down quick. If it's a single Inferno, take the 7 Giants, obviously, guys. Then you're not wasting too much space. Skeleton Spell as well is very, very handy to put on the back end and distract that single target Inferno. It produces about, 20 plus skeletons. If there's no splash damage there to take them out, it's going to do a fantastic job in terms of distracting that single Inferno, which towards the end of the base, you can see again, we would not want that locking onto our queen, because she is going to be what cleans up the BoWitch attack. So that is the BoWitch attack, which I have put as my number 3 for the top Town Hall 10 attack strategies. What are the top 2 strategies, guys? Now, these are definitely very difficult to choose from. I really had to think hard about this, and I'm actually going to say the Hog Riders as number 2. Now, I did just put this on my channel not too long ago, teaching you this attack strategy, seeing that it was just amazingly OP, super helpful, and it is. It's fantastic, as is the number 1. What will it be though, guys? As we come forward here then, the Hog Riders, as we mentioned in that video, the main thing is the heroes. This is a mass Hog Rider attack, similar to the miners. The main thing you want to do is take down the heroes. You can see the king, that was a quick exchange with our king. Fantastic stuff. It would be very difficult to break in and take down the enemy archer queen. What is in the CC is another massive thing for the Hog Riders. So as they come in here, you can bring them in a massive group. That means that you can use your heal spells wisely, and as the Lava Hound comes out of the CC, it is going to do nothing. You can see the wizard is going to be a threat, so we have the poison spell there, going to be able to get the queen at the same time here with a skeleton spell, and we also pre-healed that spot as well, guys. So the main things for the Hog Riders, what is in the CC? If it is a Lava Hound or a Golem, you can see the use of the poison spell at the back there for them skeletons. We'll get onto that in a sec. I kind of, just saw that and thought I'd mention it. Back to the CC, Lava Hound or Golem, you don't have to get in and take it out. If it's anything else, you need to bring a kill squad, take out that clan castle, guys. Then the heroes, if you can take them out, perfect. If you're coming in to take out the CC, try and take the heroes at the same time. If not, you can kind of take them out on the fly. The queen, you can use skeleton spells. Just be cautious of where she's situated in the base. If there's lots of splash damage, you might then have to wait a second until that locks onto the Hog Riders. Even if you lose a Hog Rider or 2, it's perfectly alright as long as you take out the queen with the skeleton spells. When you get to the end of the base, you might also want to take a poison spell for any skeleton traps towards the end of the raid. They can wreck your Hog Riders as well, guys. But getting onto the number 1 strategy then, guys, what is it? Like I said, it's very close. Some of you might disagree with me here, but we are indeed going to put the number 1 as the Lavaloon. So it is such an amazing strategy, guys. With the single target Infernos, try to just minimize the amount of Lava Hounds you take a lot of balloons, and you will be able to overwhelm bases as long as you set it up correctly. So as you can see here, a couple of key objectives. This tends to be clockwork for Lavaloon, but again, similar to that Hog Attack, it doesn't have to be, as if it doesn't suit, you can kind of interchange this. So we're bringing the king and the queen in from the side. The main target here is the enemy archer queen. You can see her just kind of sitting pretty in the end of the base there, but she is towards this side. As we come forward, as long as that archer queen goes down, there's a lava hound in the CC. That's not really going to cause any issue until the end of the raid. However, you can see it's got distracted by the barbarians, and you will notice there's an archer in the CC as well. That's purely to pull the lava hound across. We'll get to that in a second, guys. However, as you come in, you will see that we have a couple of lava hounds because we have all of the air defense left up here, so we do need to take more of them. And obviously, as they come forward, the queen didn't quite go down. We do indeed, you know, take her out pretty easily with the lava pups, but it's clockwork stuff. Look at this. Haste spells on the outside. As the balloons come forward, you then have the rage and the heal in the middle, just making sure that you're coming around the base correctly. If you leave the defenses over on the other side of the base, it's not going to be good, because your balloons coming into the middle are then going to have to go to the end of the base again. You want to come around the base clockwise or anti-clockwise, whatever way you go, and make sure that your balloons clump in the middle of the base. That is exactly how to do it, and just check out how many balloons we have left over. That was for the single target infernos, guys, which, like I said, you're going to come up against more often than not. But what happens if you still have the multi-inferno? You guys have seen it on the channel. Lavaloon worked prior to the change. There's no reason why it wouldn't work now. The only change at Town Hall 10 was the Inferno Towers, which, yes, changed attack strategies and meta, but there's no reason that the strategies that worked prior to that change wouldn't work now. So the Lavaloon attack worked prior to it, it's going to work with it. So if there are multi-infernos, you can still get it to work. This is the final attack. Let's check it out. Then we'll show you that bonus Town Hall 11 3-star. So here we are then, guys. This is a base with 2 multi-infernos. Not quite what you'll see nowadays. However, it will still be taken down. As we come forward then, you just have to change your strategy slightly. We left the Inferno Towers standing last time when they were single. Now we have to take at least one of them down, guys. Very important. You can't leave 2 multi-infernos. It will shred your balloons. So the kill squad has to be altered. We're going to have to come in from the south, because that's where they both are. And as you will see, the queen is very comfortably going to get one of them down, and then you just have to have a plan for the other inferno, whether you come directly to it and take it out straight away, which is often optimal, but it depends on air defense placement, it depends on air sweepers where they're pointed to, a lot of different factors. You may have to just bring a spell and make sure that you can get to it quick enough. So as the queen comes in then, she does indeed take out that multi-inferno, gets caught on the lava hound, but at this point it really doesn't matter. We're not going to waste time trying to take that out. We're just going to start the Lavaloon. Coming in from the other side of the base, we're going to accelerate the balloons through initially right into that middle portion. And then again, here's what we talked about, taking out the defenses on the other side so that these balloons don't then have to travel north. They can continue on their path and they all meet together. A haste spell pushes them very nicely over that Inferno Tower, gets a little bit hairy towards that Wizard Tower. However, because of the deployment, we have balloons coming from each and every angle, going to surround it, and as you can see, lava pups around the base with minions for cleanup as well, and the lava hound there is going to get pulled to the side. We mentioned that briefly before, but then didn't show you. You need that out of the way, guys. You do not want the lava hound to pop in the middle of the base and end up taking out all of your troops. You want it to pop at the other side of the base so that your troops can continue cleaning up and get the job done, which, as you can see here, works beautifully. So they are your top 4 Town Hall 10 attack strategies for the 3 stars. We first had the Mass Miner, then the BoWitch, then the Mass Hog Rider, and the Lavaloon. Let me know your top 4 as well. If I was to put any other in this, it would be the dragons. However, with the single target Inferno, they are a little bit more difficult now. You would definitely have to have more of a Dragloon army. However, we do have the bonus attack. So anyone that's here for the Town Hall 10, let me know your favorite down below. And if you agree with me, Let me know if you do. However, here we are then, Town Hall 11. Massive shout out to Fog, who is, you know, the real mastermind behind a lot of the stuff that goes on here at Elite Gaming, and he takes out this base with a BoWitch. And honestly guys, this is the best attack strategy for Town Hall 11 as well. So these bases that are very spread out, you can kind of overwhelm. My Town Hall 11 base, as my friends over at Red Elite will know, has been getting crushed recently with these BoWitch attacks. You kind of need a bit more of a compartmented base, but as you can see, Fog, with the basic principles, Queen Walk along this side at level 50, she is smashing it, really cutting it fine there, really trying to cling on to that ability, ends up using it before the double cannon, but she's wiped out that entire side. The Bowlers and Witches continue around the outside, whilst all of the spells, the Grand Warden and the other bulk of the army come straight through the middle. As you can see, the single targeting Infernos here just get overwhelmed by the amount of troops. So like I said, the meta in terms of single target Infernos, you need a lot of troops to counter that, guys. And really, this is one of them bases where he wants you to come in from the west. So if there's any chance of a 3-star, it is going to have to be from the opposite side. So there you are then, Town Hall 11 versus Town Hall 11 3-star attack, and that is probably the best way to do it, guys. Or the Lavaloon is fantastic for that as well, but let me know your Town Hall 11 strategies. But this video is now sorted, done. That is us. Town Hall 10 top 4 strategies. Do you agree? Let me know in the comments. That will wrap it up for this one though, guys. Until next time, peace out.